So they've given us the monthly payments, right? So this is our typical, what we typically label as X. And then it's 25 years. So there's 300 payments, right?
Yeah.
So 299. Actually, I'm gonna, oh yeah. Okay, first payment, second payment, third payment, X, 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 right? So calculate the total paid in monthly interest. So what we need to do is we need to get the present value of all of these guys, okay? Because the present value is how much principal that we actually borrowed, right? So we need to get all of this, which we call X plus 1 plus, we need to get the monthly interest rate. I call it 1 plus J, right?
Yeah.
1 plus J squared, 1 plus J to the power of 3, and so on. All the way to this last one will be X 1 plus J to the power of 300. Now, how much you actually paid is this times by 300.
Yeah.
The difference will be how much interest you paid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially 300 times by X minus the sum of all of this. Is the interest you paid, interest paid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so for any mortgage questions, because this is a mortgage, right? Amortized mortgage, it's going to be 1 plus 0.03 divided by 2, because it's compounded semi-annually. All mortgages just calculated that way. We do that twice. Compounded semi-annually, we do it twice a year. That has to equal to the interest that I would have to pay for the whole year. So 1 plus J, the monthly interest rate is, 1.015. That's what that is. You raise both sides by power of 1 over 12, it will give you 1 over 6. Okay, so that's what the monthly interest rate is.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, let's write an expression for this, 300x. You can factor out an x, okay? And, it's going to be a, right? 1 minus r to the power of 300 all over 1 minus r. That's the formula for the geometric series, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So a is just going to be 1 over 1 plus j, right? That's the first one. If you factor out the x, 1 minus the common ratio is 1 over 1 plus j to the power of 300 all over 1 minus 1 plus j, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's just really a lot of plugging in numbers. What was x again? 82364. 82364. 823.64. Okay. This here, you can simplify a little bit by multiplying top and bottom by 1 plus j. Okay, so if I multiply this in here like this with the 1, what happens is I get is 1 plus j. If I multiply with this, I just get a minus 1. Okay? This one multiplied with this just gives you 1. Okay, so I have 1 minus, and I can rewrite that a little bit simply. Algebraically, it's a little bit simpler if I write as no fractions.
Yeah.
Okay, so this just becomes j at the bottom. Okay, so it's j was equal to 1 plus j was equal to 1.015 to the power 1 over 6. Like that's j plus 1, right?
Yeah.
So this will be that minus 1. Yeah. And this will be 1.015 to the power of 1 over 6, right? But if you raise that to the power of minus 300, you get minus 50. Okay. So now we're ready to plug in everything in the calculator. To the cent. that's the interest rate. That's the interest that we paid over 25 years.
Oh, 25 years. Okay.
Yeah. The 3-year that's referred to here is just a contract term. What that means is that the interest rate is 3%, right?
Yeah.
After 3 years, you can renegotiate with the bank to say, hey, do you have a better rate? If you don't give me a better rate, I can go to another bank. Maybe I get 2.9% there. Okay, so that's what that 3-year is. It's got nothing to do with the calculation itself.
Also, it's not part of the equation.
No, it's not part of the calculation.
Okay.
Okay?